Since the year I was born, the Money in the Bank match has been one of the greatest stipulations ever. We would be watching these wrestlers damn near kill themselves, all for a briefcase. Bruh, it can't get better than that. 6 wrestlers, a few ladders, and a briefcase. A briefcase that will allow you to cash in on a world champion at any time, any place. This event helps so many careers take that next huge step, and it's an event that's given us fans so many great moments in wrestling. So today, we're gonna take a look back and see who had the greatest cash in of all time. Because bro, there's really so many. But before we get into this video, if my voice sounds a little raspy, just know I got a little cold, but I'ma fight through it. This is my Through the Wire. This is gonna be my flu game, cause this video is gonna be mad fun. Now let's get into it. Always like to start off with the OGs, cause without them, we don't get any of this. So let's jump into the 2 first Money in the Bank cash-ins. In 2005, at WrestleMania 21, Edge became the first Money in the Bank winner. After winning the briefcase, he got Lita on his side, and it was never the same. They had this man Edge out here destroying Lita's real life ex Matt Hardy on live TV. It was just sad, he did him super dirty. But after holding the briefcase for 280 days, he finally did something. He waited for the perfect time, the time where no one expected it, cause everyone low-key forgot about the whole briefcase. So at New Year's Revolution 06, after Cena survived and won an Elimination Chamber match, super bloody and all, Edge pulled up, cashed in on John Cena, and won the WWE Championship in a matter of 1 minute and 46 seconds. Edge became the WWE Champion for the first time. Love it or hate it, that was definitely one of the greatest cash-ins. It was perfect. It started their legendary feud, and it created one of the biggest villains in the industry. It also put over the Money in the Bank briefcase. Edge showed us how to cash in, and he showed us just how fun the Money in the Bank concept is. The fact that anyone could win that briefcase and could cash in at any moment in time, whether the champions were in a match, out of a match, or at the crib, nothing was off limits, and it was a great way to start the legacy of the Money in the Bank. The second cash-in was with Rob Van Dam. This is where RVD challenged John Cena at ECW One Night Stand. Yeah, Cena was going through it at this time. My man's RVD had home field advantage with one of the most chaotic crowds of all time. Bro, it was really a movie. If Cena wins, we riot, throwing Cena's shirt back at him. Bro, it was crazy. These dudes was finna crash out if Cena won. So yeah, another legendary cash-in. There wasn't a shock factor with it since he announced it beforehand, but this moment was like no other. RVD was always looked at as underrated in a sense, cause he was never in the main event scene at that time, so this was like his crowning moment. It was all just iconic. RVD captured the WWE Championship in his home turf. Every fan in the crowd was hyped. Van Dam got his moment, and it was lit. Really, both of the first 2 cash-ins were special, and to start Money in the Bank with those 2 cash-ins just made this event so promising. But they both weren't the greatest ones to me. Now, over the years, we've seen a lot of tough moments with cash-ins, like Big E's cash-in, when we got to see him win his first world championship and celebrate with the New Day. One of the best moments in his career, if not the greatest one. It was great for someone like him that never really got the most championship opportunities, finally get that big moment that he deserved. Another great moment was when Carmella became the first women's Money in the Bank winner, and then after 200 something days, she cashed in on Charlotte. Bro, Carmella was underrated. I really like that cash-in. And don't get me started on Alexa Bliss cash-in. Bro, it'll forever be one of my favorites. She cashed in the same night she won the thing. Bliss pulled up in the middle of the match on Nia and Ronda, really 2 of my biggest ops at that time. I was mad happy. It was one of my favorite moments I watched live. And then 3 years later, Liv Morgan did the same exact thing bar for bar, and she cooked with it too. The cash-ins never get old. They're always so much shock and surprise, and we've seen so many iconic cash-ins since the first day. But now it's time for me to stop playing, for me to stop stalling, and really just name the GOAT tier cash-ins, my favorite cash-ins of all time. When you think about the greatest cash-in of all time, one that should always come to mind is Dolph Ziggler's. Bro, when this dude's music hit, the crowd was going insane. And he wasn't even a good guy, my mans was a heel. It was Raw after Mania, and when this dude pulled up after Del Rio's match, the crowd really blew the roof off the place, one of the biggest pops ever. This is one of the most memorable moments coming from a Raw after Mania. Ziggler getting his crowning moment while AJ Lee and Biggie was right by his side was amazing, and it's a big part of my childhood. But this moment truly shows how bad WWE dropped the ball with Ziggler, cause it never elevated him the way it should've. But it's still one of the most legendary cash-ins, you just can't forget about it. One cash-in that's very slept on, but is one of the greatest to me, is Randy's cash-in at SummerSlam 13. Honestly, when it first happened, this moment was just so hard to watch. After Daniel Bryan and Cena gave us a 5-star classic, Bryan won his first WWE Championship, beating John Cena of all people, with a clean victory. Cena gave Bryan his respects, and against all the odds, he beat Super Cena with Triple H as a special guest referee. This was an amazing moment, a perfect way to end SummerSlam, a perfect way to have the fans lead the show. Literally everyone was happy, teeth and palms and all. But nah, WWE said forget all that. The Snake Randy Orton pulled up mid-celebration, ready to ruin everyone's night, cause us WWE fans could just never have anything nice. So y'all know what happens next. Triple H turned on Bryan, Randy cashed in, and this dude took Bryan's moment and championship with ease. Looking back at this cash-in, it had the shock factor, plus a huge domino effect that changed wrestling forever. This was where Bryan's yes movement took another level. Every kid and every fan got behind Daniel Bryan because we all wanted him to just get his moment. And without this cash-in, we might not get Yes-Mania, one of the greatest WrestleMania moments ever. So you gotta put Randy's cash-in in that discussion always, just by the impact it had. Now for most people's number one, the greatest cash-in in so many eyes is the heist of the century. Seth Rollins did something no one's ever done in history. This man cashed in the main event of WrestleMania. He turned a WrestleMania main event that had little to no expectations into a classic WrestleMania main event match. This moment gave everyone goosebumps, just such an unforgettable moment in wrestling history. This was a year no one wanted Brock or Roman to win a match, and Rollins saved the day. Because at the end of WrestleMania 31, Brock and Roman were dead in the ring. Rollins pulled up, cashed in, took the WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania, and gave us the heist of the century. A cash-in that almost everyone feels like is the greatest one. But in my opinion, the greatest cash-in of all time actually came 1 year later from his Shield brother, Dean Ambrose. At Money in the Bank 16, Roman walked in as the WWE Champion, then Rollins beat Reigns and took it off him again, pause. But earlier that night, Ambrose won the Money in the Bank briefcase. So after Rollins beat Reigns, Ambrose pulled up and got back on the dude that destroyed the Shield. He cashed in and left as WWE Champ. This right here was such an iconic moment in wrestling for me. The night all 3 members of the Shield held the WWE Championship in the same night. This was just special for me cause the Shield were the guys I grew up on. The guys that made me fall in love with pro wrestling. They were big parts of my childhood. So seeing my favorite Shield member, the one that was always underappreciated, get the moment he deserved for a long time, bro, it was really great. He won the Money in the Bank briefcase and cashed in the same night he won it, on his Shield brothers. Undeniably, this was the greatest cash-in of all time to me. One of my favorite moments in the WWE. Bro, so many Money in the Bank cash-ins has really given us fans endless of iconic and different fan favorite cash-ins. So let me know y'all favorite moments that came from the Money in the Bank, or moments that left y'all pissed off or ready to crash out. Tell me all them moments, cause man, Money in the Bank has given us a lot. So subscribe and peace.